Thursday of another week in quarantine. Starting to feel like this is it. This is how we live now. So close your eyes, sit into a comfortable place, and notice how that lands. When you think about this is the new normal, being confined in our homes, with perhaps a little bit more time to focus on ourselves and on the really intimate things that surround us. Our house, the people that are closest to us, maybe your spouse, maybe your sister, your roommate, your mom. How are you feeling today in this new normal? Start to observe the breath. Notice how the inhale has a cooling effect on the tip of your nose, the temperature of the air that comes in. Notice the gentle contraction of the abdomen during the exhalation as the diaphragm returns to its original place. See if you can relax the shoulders down, away from the ears, expanding the collarbones, squeezing your shoulder blades together in the back, adducting the shoulder blades. They come towards one another. As the chest expands, see if you can drop your rib cage down slightly in the direction of your hips. And you'll need to be really mindful to keep this position of the spine. This is actually how your spine is neutral. And now you come back to the breath. Observe again the inhales and the exhales. Notice how the breath changes just by being observed. Notice if the breath is maybe blocked around the chest area. And see if you can inhale a little bit deeper so the diaphragm reaches all the way down to the base of the spine, below the belly button. And in order to do that, you probably need to engage in what we call in yoga Ujjayi breath. It's the yogic breath, a diaphragmatic breath in which you contract a little bit the glottis, the muscles in your throat, by taking the chin slightly down, making the neck longer, especially the back of the neck. And from there, you start to hear your own breath like a wave in the ocean. Sounds like a whisper with your lips closed. And you make it deeper and deeper and deeper with every inhalation. You make it louder and longer with every exhalation. And as you breathe here, ask yourself again, how are you feeling today? Start by scanning your physical body. Notice for any misalignments, any tension, maybe around your shoulders, your hips. And try to soften. Soften your jaw, the muscles in and around your eyes. Separate your teeth a little bit, the upper palate from the lower palate. And place the tongue into the soft palate. Soften your heart and your hands. And start to feel your hips really heavy. And as you soften, go deeper. Try to go beyond the physical body and into the energy space. How is your energy today? What is the energy that is with you as you show up today in your own world? Are you supercharged? Or do you feel like you're running on empty? And without judgment, just take a breath into that thought, into that awareness. Maybe you feel pretty balanced. Notice that as well. Now let's go beyond the subtle body, our energetic field, and into our minds, and explore our mental health this morning. What is the quality of your thoughts as you woke up today? Did you wake up with a positive attitude towards yourself and the world? Did you drag yourself from bed? And link everything together and recognize how your attitude affects your energy, affects your posture even. I'm keeping you here seated for a long time, and it's hard. It's a challenge to be sitting like this. It's not easy, it doesn't come naturally, especially in our society where we are in the computer all day long, driving, always hinging forward, crunching our upper back. How does your physical body feels in this posture as we hold it? How's your energy right about in this second? And what is the quality of your thoughts? And let's all together deepen the breath in through the nose and out through the nose. Keeping the eyes closed. Just expand your hands and bring your fingertips to the ground. Good. So either side of the body, so your hands are to the sides, align with your hips. And start to walk the right hand towards the right, towards the right, towards the right. Bringing the left arm up for a side stretch, looking up towards the left hand. And instead of bringing the left hand over the head, just keep it straight and press down through your right hand, grounding the left sitting bone in the ground. And as you twist and take the left shoulder back, the left hip rolls forward. And there's a tug of war right there that really acts as the tension in and around your side body, your hip, right in the love handle. You can feel it. And just breathe into that. Indulge in that sensation. Take one more deep breath in. Look forward as you exhale. And then with the inhale, come back to the sitting position that we started in. And we start walking the left hand towards the left as far as it goes, lifting the right arm up. As you press down through the left hand, you ground through the right sitting bone. And as you turn the right shoulder back, the right hip rolls forward. And you breathe deep, loud, and steady. And instead of avoiding the sensation, go straight into it. With your mind's eye, watch it as it disappears with breath. Take one more deep breath in. Look forward as you exhale, and inhale, come back to center. Good. And from here, we're gonna start making really small circles with the spine. So imagine you have a pencil in the crown of your head and you're drawing super small circles into the ceiling. So your torso moves like it's only one compartment. And you explore the range of motion of your hips. And the circles are really small. Starting from the base of the spine, moving the whole torso like it's one piece of wood. And then these circles start to expand. And you can see with your mind's eye that the drawing of the circles in the ceiling starts to get bigger and bigger and bigger. We're moving the energy upwards. There are two main currents of energy, how the energy moves through us. And we're moving upwards through the spine, starting from the base of the spine in our Muladhara chakra. Cleansing all of our energetic centers as we move upwards to the crown of the head into Sahasrara chakra, our seventh chakra. Moving with the current of liberation, the current of ideas and dreams and thoughts is how we move away from the physical form and the physical things that we need in order to survive in this world. And it's how we expand into cosmic beings. In the current of liberation is where we can actually feel, truly feel, that we are one. And now reverse the motion and start with big circles. We're starting to move downwards from the crown of the head, moving in the opposite direction with the spine. Keeping big circles first, imagining that all of those dreams that you have, all of those goals, everything that you can imagine for yourself, the life of your dreams is starting to land. And the circles start to get smaller and smaller. We're moving downwards in the current of manifestation, where we are able to land on our 2 feet into our own bodies, where we are able to occupy our bodies. Start to make the circles smaller and smaller until they get very tiny. And you start to come back to your root, where life begins. Where, Angie, you will be able to bring your baby earth side. And slowly come back to a neutral spine. And find stillness. In order to live a balanced life, we need to find balance in these 2 currents of energy. It's not enough to take action if we don't really know what we're doing, what we want, and our intention. What we manifest will not be accurate enough because there's no vision behind it. And at the same time, it doesn't matter how many ideas you have if you don't take the necessary steps to make them land and to make them real. We need both currents to work in harmony. And we just balanced a little bit through breath, through visualization, through awakening our third eye's vision. Keeping this silence in your minds. Coming to child's pose with knees open wide as your mat. And just let yourself drop and rest. Gently pressing your third eye, the space in between your eyebrows, into the floor. It is said that as you press slightly in that point, you awaken the wisdom of your ancestors. All the women and men that come before you. that in a way or another make you who you are. You have their love, their support, their blessing. It lives with you. Start to walk your hands towards the right side, all the way into the right, breathing into the left side of the torso. Maybe bringing the right hand over the left so that you can drop your left hip low, your left armpit lower, and take a deeper stretch. And then slowly start to walk your hands back to center and into the left side, all the way into the left, as far as you can go. Pressing the left hand over the right, dropping right shoulder, right hip low, breathing into the sensation. That's the most important, to breathe into the sensation so that we can release the tension. Coming back to center slowly, with control, with awareness. Coming to hands and knees. Making sure that the shoulders are over the wrists, that the index fingers are pointing forward. You're externally rotating the other fingers out to the sides of the mat. Bring your awareness to your elbows. Make sure the wrinkled part of your elbows is pointing to the sides of the mat so you're not locking the elbow joints. Beautiful. And from there, start to move cat-cow as you inhale, drop into cow, lifting the head and the butt. And as you exhale, you round the upper back, take the chin to chest and push your hips forward slightly. And keep going, breathing, awakening your spine a little bit more. As you arch the back, allow your collarbones to expand to the sides. And as you exhale, allow your shoulder blades to come away from one another. Good. The next time you come into cow pose, tuck your toes. And as you exhale, just push yourself away from the ground, lifting your knees maybe 2 inches, just 2 inches. Good. Then we hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop your knees, arch your back, inhale, tuck your toes. Exhale, downward dog. Good. And for this first downward dog, if this is your first downward dog ever, or if this is the first down dog of the week, bend both knees and keep them bent. This is the perfect shape for downward dog. What we want in downward dog is to access the upper body, especially the heart and the space behind the heart. So as your knees are bent, see if you can press deeper into your hands, grounding through the hands, and sending the weight of the body back towards your feet instead of your hands. So moving the energy out of the wrists and into the legs. As your legs support you, you can drop the heart a little bit more, soften. One more deep breath. And as you exhale, start to walk your hands back to your feet. Walk your hands back, 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 back. Good. Keep the knees bent and just hang in there. Grab opposite elbows. Make sure your belly is touching your thighs one way or another. Allow your head to drop even more. Take one more deep breath in. And as you exhale, simply bend your knees and come to a yogi squat. So make the space in between your feet a little bit bigger, pointing your toes out slightly. Squeezing the elbows into the inner knees. Coming to prayer hands. Thumbs pressing against the sternum. Sternum pressing towards the thumbs. Lengthening the spine even more. And take 2 more breaths. Trying to elevate the energy away from the ground. Making yourself less heavy. Invoking the quality of levitation. One more deep breath. Exhale, release your hands, walk them forward, forward, forward into a wide-legged downward dog. So your legs stay wide and you walk your hands forward. It's a wide leg downward dog. But your toes are pointing forward. Yes. Good. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. And now take the right leg all the way up and back. Exhale, step the right foot forward in between the hands. Beautiful. And right there as you are, you're gonna inhale and again, drop the hips, open the chest. And as you exhale, you straighten both of your knees and fold over the right leg. And let's do that 3 more times. Inhale, tap the left knee down, open the chest, look up, stretch. Exhale, stretch the hamstring of the right leg. 2 more like that. Inhale, tap the left knee down, melt the hips, open the chest. Exhale, fold into the right leg. Good. Rebend the right knee. Drop the back heel down. So the left knee comes down and make sure the right heel is making a straight line with the left arch of the foot. Good. From there, both hands come to the inside of the right leg. Beautiful. And take the left arm up. So Jova, your left knee is not on the earth. Bring it up. Eso. Good. Relax your mouth. You're working with your legs. Press the ground down and away from you. On the next available inhalation, I want you to bring the torso up into warrior 2. Use the inhale. Good. Rebend into that right knee. And we're going to start to dance. So as you inhale, everything straightens up. As you exhale, you rebend into the right knee. Inhale, we flow up. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale up. Exhale, warrior 2. Last one, inhale, come up. Exhale, warrior 2. Dropping the left hand down, lifting the right arm up into a dance back warrior. Breathing deeper into the side body stretch. Good. Take one more deep breath. And then cartwheel the hands down, all the way down, framing the right foot or the inside. And then walk your torso towards the left side halfway. And your right foot pivots forward into a wide-legged forward fold. Good. From there, inhale, lengthen the spine. And bring your left hand in line with your heart. So align with the center of your chest. Joa, your legs are pointing to the side. Yes, that's it, my love. Good. From there, left hand in line with the chest, right arm up into a side body stretch again. That's it. See if you can drop your right hip lower and lift the left hip a little bit more. Yeah, that will limit the range of motion. You counter that by opening the right shoulder, trying to stack the right shoulder over the left. Give me one more deep breath in, and then exhale, fold. Good. Now, bend into the left knee. For Skandasana is the name of that pose. So bend the left knee, more. Maybe you can lift the right toes to point up towards the ceiling, come to the heel. Yeah, so drop your hips, Angie. It's like a squat, a yogi squat, but with the other leg straight. And just breathe. See if you can flex the right toes a little bit more and bring more space in between them. That's it. Take one more deep breath. This is for you, mama. And then turn towards the left side. Good. And you come to a low lunge on the left and we start all over again. So, Giovanna, bend your left knee, come to the back of the mat. You go to the back of the mat. Yeah. And then your left foot is forward and your right foot is back. And you start that pyramid flow. Yeah, you tap the right knee down, melt the hips, open the chest. As you exhale, you fold over straight legs. 3 more times. Inhale, tap the back knee down, open the chest, breathe deeply. Exhale, breathe into the hamstring stretch. 2 more. Hands always on the ground. Tap the back knee down, open the chest. Exhale, fold into the left leg. Beautiful. Rebend the left knee. And organize for a warrior 2 position. So bring in the right heel down in a T-bone stance. Good. Both hands to the inside of the left foot. Right arm up. Good. And I love that variation of the right hand into the hip so that you can turn the right hip back as you point your groins forward towards the camera, Angie. A lot of your energy is in the outer edge of the right foot. Look down as you exhale. On the next available inhale, bring the torso up. Work on your quad, let it burn. And now we dance. As you inhale, the left knee straightens, everything comes up. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, everything comes higher. Exhale, warrior 2. 2 more like that, working on your breath. Maybe close your eyes and just get lost on your own breath in this movement. Inhale as you go up. Exhale as you move down. Good. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Bend. Stay there. Good. Right hand down. Left arm up for dance back warrior. Yes. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. And on the next available exhalation, your hands travel all the way down to frame the left foot. Good. And again, bring both hands to the inside of the left foot. And you start to walk your torso to the right, only halfway, turning your left toes forward. So both sets of toes are pointing towards the same direction in a wide-legged forward fold. Good. Inhale, look forward and lengthen. Now align your right hand to your chest, left arm up. So your hips stay squared. How do you do that? The hip of the arm that is lifted travels down, and the shoulder of the arm that is lifted travels up, trying to stack. Yes. All your weight is a little bit more forward into your toes, not so much on your heels. Give me one more deep breath, lengthening the crown of the head forward. And then exhale and release the twist. Good. From here, bend into the right knee, into that Skandasana. So allowing your legs to stay the same, find that half squatting position. Yes, lifting the left toes, flexing the left foot, bringing space in between your left toes. Breathing into the inner thigh. I know it's sensation, right? It's a lot of sensation. Take one deep breath. And then turn into the left foot. Actually, into the right foot, sorry. Come back to the front of the mat. Yes. That's it. And step it back for downward dog. Last downward dog of the class. Good. So really enjoy this one. Notice the difference between this downward dog and the first one that we did. Notice how everything expands with breath. Breath is limitless. And then slowly bring your knees down, coming back to that child's pose. We're kind of reversing everything that we did, and we're working in this spiral of energy today. Taking a moment to breathe consciously again. And then simply sit. We're going to do one more stretch before going to Shavasana. So sit and open your legs wide. This pose is called Avista Konasana. So point your toes up. Yeah. And press through the back of your knees, trying to get your thighs to touch the ground as much as you can. And from here, start to walk your hands forward. And we bounce a little. We bounce. As we inhale, we ground the sitting bones. Actually, not even the sitting bones is what we ground. That's like an old cue that is like, we don't use that one anymore. But what we ground is underneath the thighs. And actually, the pelvis It's like a ball. So you want to roll it under. And as you bounce, maybe you find more flexibility. So that your upper back is not rounding. You're melting your chest forward. And perhaps with each and every bounce, you can walk your fingertips slightly forward. And now we hold. We hold without rounding the upper back. We hold by pressing the fingertips low, melting the heart forward, and lifting the crown of the head. We hold by squeezing the shoulder blades together. Again, that adduction of the shoulders, coming towards one another. Breathing into the sensation, because sensation is energy with information. Notice what you notice. Let it surface. Let it come up to the surface so that you can recognize it, you can accept it, and maybe work with it and transcend it. Maybe this pose is rising your deepest fears. Acknowledge them. Notice what they are. And ask yourself, how can you work with them? What actions can you take to be more prepared, to feel more secured, to feel better? Slowly walk your hands back. Right hand to the side, left arm up. Reversing the clasp. Pressing the right fingertips low. Grounding through the left bun. Turning the left shoulder back, but the left hip forward. Breathing into that sensation. Releasing the tension. Look down. Inhale, come to center and onto the other side. Left fingertips walk to the left. Right arm up. Pressing through the left hand. Grounding through the right sitting bones. Pushing the right hip forward as you turn the right shoulder back. And you take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Last deep breath. Look down. And come back to center. Good. Shaking your legs. Shaking, shaking, shaking. You bring them together. Shake, 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 shake. With your hands, you give yourself a leg massage. Yeah, to support circulation. Tap, 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 tap. Cup your fingers and you rotate your kneecaps. Give yourself a knee massage. So like this, like claws. And you insert your fingers into your knees. Good. And now come back to sitting. And bring your hands to your face. And start to give yourself a massage. starting from the forehead, moving in circles, gently tapping the middle finger, the ring finger into the sides of your face, and you start moving those circles down, releasing the jaw. Reversing the motion. Covering your eyes. Bringing your hands to your hair. Giving yourself a skull massage. Like you're washing your hair, but in a very delicious way. And then just release the energy. Shake your fingers to the sides. Let it go. And take Shavasana. Lay down and relax completely. Resist the urgency to move. Stay as still as you can. Feel free to stay resting in Shavasana as long as you need. Take the deepest breath so far. Wiggling your toes and your fingers, stretching in any way that feels good to you right here, right now. Coming into a fetal position, giving yourself a big hug of accomplishment. Ask yourself the same question. How are you feeling right now? And start by scanning your body and your bodily sensations. Notice if there's any difference physically, how this position, this body feels. And then go beyond the physical body and start to experiment with your energy. In the realm of your emotions. How do you feel? And then go deeper and find that affirmation that you want to work with throughout the day. And an affirmation can be, I am going to feel productive today. The affirmation can be, I am light. The affirmation can be, I am enough. Showing up exactly as I am is more than enough. The affirmation can be, I release control. Can be, I flow with what life offers me. It can be, I love myself and I accept myself as I am. It can be, I'm doing the best that I can. And that is more than enough. Come into a seated position if you're not already there. And join the palms together into your heart for Namaste. Gently bowing into that teacher that only lives inside of us. Because the true teacher lives within. Om Bolo Sadguru Bhavan Ki Jai. Thank you so much for letting me guide you today. Love you all.